슬슬 일하러 가지 않으면 사무소 월세가 위험할지도 몰라요.
Chat, I swear to God, I'm somewhere here. Hold up. Okay, hi everyone. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I forgot the YouTube chat. Hold up. There we go. See, paying attention to all you guys. Don't worry. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. I should probably get rid of that image in the back. Hold up. Let me see if I can find a more fitting one. There we go. There we go, see? Got Dante in the back. They're watching over us. Hold up, another one. So hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Got to send that out. Alright, cool beans. We're live, I think. Let's see. Cool. Alright. It's capturing my cursor right there? Oh, it is. Wow. That's awful. I need to change that. I need to figure out a new chat system because this is not great. There we go. There we go. Look, chat, he's right there. Hold on. Yeah, there he is. Alright, cool everyone. As you can tell, I'm actually in the game. Should I just do a capture for this? I'm not 100% sure. Anyways. Yeah, welcome to the stream everyone. I finished Canto 4 of Limbus Company yesterday, or I guess last night? Or this morning? Because it was like 1 in the morning by the time I finished. It was a very long Canto, but that goes into personal feelings I have about the Canto in and of itself, which is story-wise, it's peak, absolute cinema. Like, hold up. It's like absolute cinema. Cinema, like 100%. It's such a good story. I have some problems with like how the fights were paced in this Canto. It's so weird because I started this Canto and like halfway through it, they updated it to make it like they gave you less fights. Funny enough, but I was still like, man, I really am not a fan of how like some of these fights are particularly paced. Not because they're too long or bad. In fact, I will applaud Limbus Company this. There is a fight that I actually had to try and like be like conscious for. And I feel like a little bit of an issue that I do have with Limbus Company sometimes is it feels a bit too easy. And it feels primarily a bit easy because I'm throwing a bunch of like the top tier IEDs in a bundle at the problem and it's solved. But one thing that I do think that kind of messes with me a little bit about this particular Canto is there's some parts that feel a little bit awkward. And not to say like the writing's awkward, but like it felt weird to follow the story a bit. And I was a little bit confused on some things. Like the beginning of the Canto basically opens up on Yi saying and the others kind of getting murked in an attack. And it's really weird because it's like I know what part of the story it's at. that it's when the bull's rampaging through, like, what was it? You're gonna hear background noises because it's just me streaming the game audio. It was just around, like, the District 11. It was just a city in part of District 11 just getting rampaged by, like, the entire, like, huge bull thing. And particularly, I do find it funny because it's like, I know when that takes place, but I was very confused, and it kind of got weird. And I won't lie, there were times where I booted this up in the story, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't have booted this up because I'm fucking tired. Like, absolutely just tired, and I probably shouldn't have done that. But, overall, I really loved it. Yi Sang is an incredible character because he was very quiet and low-key, and I really liked the details that they gave him in this particular Canto. It was really cool. I think the thing that I particularly am interested in is because I have a friend who told me, oh, hey, there's like I believe it was this Canto, I could be mixing it up. So if I'm mixing it up, I apologize. It might be a later Canto, maybe not, but I'm pretty sure it was this one specifically. Canto 4, they have a Library of Ruina spoiler, and I wasn't sure, like, what part I hit that was the Library of Ruina spoiler. And if anyone's in chat wants to clarify or give me context, go ahead, feel free to do so. I guess the particular thing that I do find pretty fun about this is that I thought, how do I say this? I would think, because like previous Cantos, that they were going to follow a very strict similar format, where it's going to be, you get to the dungeon and it's a thing that's kind of been set up and, like, always done in a similar way. It is kind of done here, but the difference is I feel like they present it a lot differently. And I really appreciated that, because that makes me excited to see, like, the potential of seeing other stuff with it. I think that, like, overall, like, the theming also fucking... Hold up. Just the amount of times I fucking... Hold up. Let me look for shit. Like... For context, this is when I first met, I believe, is the name, how do I pronounce that name? I'm going to butcher it, and I apologize, and hopefully I get it right. Is it Donrong? Donrong? I don't know if this G is silent, because it didn't sound like they were saying the G's in the dub. Not the dub, the voice acting. So I believe it's... Hold on. How to... Hold up. Yo, that's the wrong name. Okay, I guess I'll have to kind of pseudo butcher it because I'm not giving a clear, like, pronunciation on it. I apologize ahead of time. Anyways, he is the slimiest of motherfuckers, and I hate him. I feel vindicated because I made a post in my, like, friend's Discord, like, spoiler chat about him particularly, where I went, when they were talking about, who betrayed the company, who's gonna be, I went like, I don't know, this guy has bad vibes, right? Like, hold up, let me get an image. Oh wait, apparently this already exists. Alright. This already exists. Fuck. Here. So right, this bitch. Fuck this man. I particularly remember going, this guy is a awful son of a bitch. I hate him. He has bad vibes from the get-go. His vibes, horrendous. Absolutely awful. Just the shittiest. And I'm like, I feel like you're the traitor. Right? I feel like you're the traitor. It turns out to be, I forgot her name. Fuck. The cute girl with like the short hair. It turns out she ended up portraying the company. But then, when we get a glimpse into the past, we find out that he sold the entirety of the League of Nine out to the fucking what was it? Was it Corp? K Corp? I forget. It was the like automaton, well not automaton, like the steampunk guys. He had sold the League of Nine to them, and I went, dude, I was right to call you fucking rat. I was right. Was it T Corp? Okay. So T Corp, he sold them out to T Corp, and I was like, man, I was on point with calling you a fucking rat. You just ended up not being the rat in that scenario. No, I was right. I felt vindicated about calling this man a rat. Also, shout out to Samjo. Literally going, I'm placing my complete faith into you. I'm going to dive in like an Olympic swimmer. And then dies. I felt so bad for him, because it's like, man, this is not a good idea. I know you have the utmost, like, trust in this man right here. Never mind the fact that you're letting, like, the fact that he kind of did low-key save your a life through the advancements in his technology that heal you. Kind of, you know, a little bit blind ya. But this like, it's like going into a wood chipper and going, nah, I believe in it. Don't worry. I believe in this. And it's like, man, I'm sad, but that's your own damn fault, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm actually super curious, because it's like, so after that, like, it's so weird, because it's like, at what point are we gonna go? I guess, what point was Limbus? Because Limbus Company was there because they were hired by K Corp specifically to do a job, and I think it was particularly to help against the terrorist attacks. And it's really awkward, because it's like the terrorist attacks get repelled, or not awkward, I should say. It's really funny because it gets repelled, and it's like, oh, it's all done, and you reach to the where the big eye is. And then Sinclair has to live through his ex contacting him through the fucking grave. Not really, it's a recording, but you know. It just reminds me of that meme I saw, or my father STB sent me. He was all like, the meme is basically Sinclair going, my ex is crazy, y'all. It's such a good fucking meme. And it's like so prevalent, because it's like, man, Sinclair, if we run into Cromer in, like, Canto, like, 5, I'm just gonna be like, man, that's some, like, next level. That's some next level of, like, Cromer coming after you, man. From the grave, even. I think the thing I also really liked about the change-up is that, Sinners had to participate and reenact, like, Yi Seng's memories from the different people, and I thought that was really, really cool. Like, it's a way of weaving them into, like, a little bit of, like, not the backstory, but kind of their placement. Yeah, his is like a play, and I think that's really cool. And I think that's a really nice, like, change up from the previous Cantos, where it's like, hey, why don't we go into this big, scary facility? Of course it's related to Lobotomy Corp. Why wouldn't it be? Also, shout out again to Lobotomy Corp being constantly one of the worst companies. Absolutely horrendous. I even love how the Sinners at one point are like, wait, you guys are operating out of a Lobotomy Corp facility? Really? Like why? It's really funny because even like they're like, dude, what why are you doing that? Oh. Really, huh? I did not know that, huh? That actually is interesting. Oh, that's really good then, because that's when he drops the fact that he backstabbed everyone during that moment. Because he didn't actually. I remember specifically, he said, "I didn't actually drop it here. I just said it now." And it's like, oh my god! And then you see like, was it Don Beck? Is it pronounced Don Beck? I forget. Don Beck's like, oh, you motherfucker, and it cuts back to present, and it's like, oh, she's still alive. I thought she died. What? Or it might have been cutting to when she did die. I forget. But you know, based off real people, really. Oh. That's actually a really good way to use that, as like making it like turning like a I guess a more like what is it? It was a group of writers and turning them into like a group of scientists. That's a really interesting like way to twist that. Actually, that's pretty cool. I like that idea actually a lot. That's pretty cool. Turning like the League of like Nine, which was like based off of like real writers, and making them like scientists in this world is pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty dope. No, absolutely, like it crazy, because like man, T Corp won't let you have shit. They took your color away. They take everything. You can't even have a color palette. You can't have shit in T Corp. Can't have shit in Detroit. I think particularly I think if I had to like, I guess one negative I have against this Canto is that I really feel like the fights are weirdly paced for this one. Like there are moments where it's like, okay, we're getting to the next story, right? What do you mean there's like 2 more fights before the story? Like, what? It's like, okay. It's a little awkward. And how do I describe it? The thing is, and I brought this up before, they patched it. They patched it like when I was midway through. And they removed some of those fights. And I'm still like, man, this is like a lot of fights. And I'm like, I appreciate like the currency and stuff I get from doing the fights, but it's like, man, we're pacing. Yeah, I think so. It's weird because like the combat to story ratio is the part of the pacing that's not great. The pacing of the story is amazing. Like the story is great. I can definitely see that, and it's very funny that I went through even a nerfed version, and I'm like, man, some of these fights could have either not existed or could have had a story cutscene afterwards. But like, yeah, that was like my biggest criticism of the Canto, which is that I get out of the way fights. I want story. Get me in there. I am up in that story. Yiseng is such a like great character too. I also feel like they're definitely balancing all the sinners kind of having parts. To 10 fights of no story. Yeah, that's kind of a problem I had with it too. Yeah, I think that I hope after what is it? So I really hope that the next Cantos don't really have that problem. I say Cantos, I have to do the interval volios. I don't know how to pronounce them. The intermissions essentially in between there. The fun little side stuff. That's mandatory, so it's not really side. But no, it was great, and it's so funny because one of the 3 stars. So I had gone into this Canto, and prior I had gotten a 3-star Yiseng, and it turned out to be like the most fitting Yiseng ID for this like Canto, and it's very funny. Like, so for Canto like 3, I specifically chose because when you're new to the game, they give you like, oh, here's a free season 1 3-star ID. Pick anyone or any ID. Pick one, and I was like, I think I'll pick the Sinclair who will grip because I hear he's like one of the best like damage dealers, or he's kind of up there. He's not one of the best, from my understanding. He is pretty good though. And I chose him deliberately, but then found out, oh wait, this is very heavily related to the story, to the point where he is gets a buff in battle against Cromer. Or not a buff. It starts off with a debuff, I should say. And it's very cool. And I really like it. And I do like in this one, it's like, so you're using Yiseng. You're using Yiseng. He's the pivotal character. And I really, really, really actually like that. Because I think that's pretty cool. Now, luckily enough, I think the main story dungeons aren't hard enough to warrant me going, well, this completely ruins team comp because I'm focusing on a singular entity. I can get away with just applying some different characters to various things. I must use Yiseng. And I don't mind, because Yiseng was already a permanent member of of my sinking team, just because he's one of the I think I got 2 or 3 maybe sinking 3 stars. The rest are 2 stars. And then the other part is bleed, because bleed is overpowered. So I was really happy I got to use that version of Yiseng for this fight because it felt so fitting. And it was really cool. I think the thing... Oh yeah, I should probably get more into the story a bit. So... I think the part that I really thought was cool about the particular ending is how many times it went, okay, time to get cinematic with the gameplay. Okay, who's gonna stop Dunrong from assaulting or just straight up going for an insta-kill against Yiseng? And I loved how Yiseng's very low chance, everyone else very high. So I was like, okay, cool. And it was very cool to have that moment. And then the third time they do it, only Yiseng is allowed to do it. And it's you look at the predicted values and you go, nah man, this is a free win. Cinematic time. And then the part that I love so much is he does his base free ego you get from just starting the game. He uses it in a cutscene, and it's so fucking good, dude. I was really hype. It was it's great. It's amazing. It's actually oh my god, no, you got it, you get it. Didn't even have a victory, like, screen, but you went, nah, in gameplay, nah, do the ego. Do the ego, you win. Oh, really? It has new dialogue now? Yo, oh, actually, dang, I have to see that. That's dope. So the thing about gacha games is that I particularly understand why, like, you can't lock certain, like, gacha elements behind story progression, because it would be really weird. So, like, you know, that being like, okay, but the dialogue changes, you've unlocked new dialogue. That's really cool. It changed. Oh man, that's great. I really, really love that. That's super dope. Oh my god. I absolutely love it. Fantastic. First time in a while we've seen Gregor's mom since Canto 1. And I just go, everyone in the room's yelling, oh man, Gregor's mom's so fucking hot. And I'm like, I'm actually quite surprised that's Gregor's mom, considering the fact that I feel like Gregor looks deceptively younger than he probably is. Or no, he doesn't look deceptively younger. He looks deceptively older than how he is, I guess. Because it's like, I'm thinking like he's probably like, what, 40? Or like 35? Actually, that might be more accurate, but whatever. I guess when Gregor gets older, he's gonna look fantastic. But seeing them kind of come back, and then, like the mystery group. I forgot what they were called. It was like a wing of a corp, or I think something like that. And they kind of come back pseudo-ish. They're just kind of like in the backstory of Yi Sang. And it was really, really interesting to kind of see them not directly come back, like I thought they would. They're also a part of N-Corp. Ah, I see. Okay. So to see that part of, like, I guess N-Corp there was very interesting, because I thought they would be more like, how to describe it? How Canto, I think 1 and 2 makes me feel that they were going to be represented was that they were going to be like the group of people that you'd see like at the end of Canto, an end of Canto, and they're going to be pivotal to like setting some stuff up in the future. And they still do that, but they do it in a more like, oh hey, here's like the backstory of like this group kind of fussing with like Yi Sang when he's like hyper depressed looking into a mirror, and being really sad, just sad boy hours. Yeah, I'm not running into them as much as I would think. Like, you know, I wasn't expecting like Team Rocket, but I was expecting them to come up and be like, yoink, here's I got the golden thing, I got the prize I win, I'm leaving, leaves, and then we go back onto the bus, and then Vergilius sends us death threats. But I think, oh man, it was so nice, because it's also nice because it's like, how do I say this? It was a really sad, like, Canto, and it's very kind of, I wasn't expecting this, because I was expecting something to go completely awry at the end. The Limbus team wins. They get a W, actually. And it's weird, because, like, in Canto 3, it's like, it's still an L, but they pseudo get the dub because they get what they needed. They just all, especially, like, yeah, this is, like, a real, actual W for real for them. They won. As opposed to, like, in Canto 2, it was still a W. Not in yeah, he just kind of, like, comes in and goes, yeah, I win. But don't worry, guys, you're cool. I helped you out. Alright, I'm gonna leave. And Sinclair's, like, dissolving, and Dante's they're on the verge of, like, fucking death. And then they have to be brought back. Like, like Kanto 3, for all intents and purposes, was a hard L for like the team, even though they technically won. This is like an actual W, and it was really nice to see, because I definitely feel like how do I say this? It felt gratifying because like of how much Yi-Sang kind of suffered through like going through his backstory, and that's the thing about Yi-Sang, is that like you don't see him like emotionally like break, and I think the reason it's obvious is because he's already emotionally broken. He's just broken. Like, Yi-Sang is absolutely already devastated by, like, what happened with the League of Nine. And it's really, really, like... It's really interesting, because it's like, you see that post, like, emotional break of an individual, rather than, like... What would it be like? I guess seeing it happen concurrently. Because, like, with, like, Kanto, like... 1 and 3 in specific, you see like Gregor like actually kind of just break a little bit, like not break, but like I guess it's like he relives that like trauma, and it's very like you're very much like seeing it happen. Oh, hello, Autumn. Welcome to the stream. Just talking about Limbus Company. I was about to say Lobotomy Corp. I've already watched the entirety of Lobotomy Corp. I say watch because I'm not good at of the game. But oh, I'm pretty good. Thank you for asking. PTSD attack moment with Yuri. Oh, absolutely. Like with Yuri's like you don't. I guess it's like it's never really stated how hard Yuri's death hits like Gregor until like Ishmael says, didn't he like say like he had a sister that would be around her age, and it's like so some moments that he had shared with Yuri were almost like him being a brother to her slightly, even though it was a little bit more distant. So he's like, so like Gregor, depression. Sinclair doesn't even really get to like avenge or like actually kill Cromer. Like, that's something that I believe... oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I worked very hard on my avatar. That means a lot. It's still slightly improving it. Thank you for the compliment. But back to Limbus Company real quick. It's so, like... So Sinclair doesn't even get the closure. He just has someone pop up out of nowhere and win for him. And he's still, like, broken up about it. Like, he's still kind of messed up from it. Oh, hello, hello, new chatter. Welcome to the stream. So, like, oh, man, it's just like, then you get to, like, Canto. And Canto 2 was a W, but it was, like, it was weird because it's, like, you learn a bit about, like, Rodian's backstory. And you kind of find out and learn about, like, how she had done some things in the past that had caused, like, her... Oh, okay. You had learned some things about her past, and how specifically she had killed someone, and it led to her entire, like, I guess, was it called a village, or is it just like a kind of a town? I forget. I guess maybe town, to get, like, killed because she killed the wrong person, and it led to a group of people, like, not a group of people, like a certain, I guess, a wing of a court, I forget which court, coming in and basically killing everyone. And Rodian does feel, like, guilt about it, but she kind of hides it a little bit, or she's more in the middle. Yeah. The middle? Oh, yeah, the middle. That's like a... Yeah. So she... So, like, she still, like, feels bad about it, but, like, she either hides it or, like, is able to inherently, like, I guess, deal with it more internally better than some others. And then you get to Yi Sang, where, man, it is rough. It is rough. Because old friend comes back, stabs him inherently. Also, already not doing great, because he's already like, I'm just walking around. Also, during the fun little side stuff at the chicken store or restaurant, is basically like, I believe, who was it? Was it Heathcliff, or was it Sinclair that made the note that I saw Yi Sang drink an entire carton of spoiled milk and went, yeah, this is fine. Like this guy is like obviously not really caring that much about like his personal thing, and it's even emphasizes harder in this Canto and Canto 4 because Dante makes note that they notice, they have to look at Yi Sang because they don't notice their own wounds. So like Dante's like, I gotta keep an eye on that because clearly Yi Sang's not like paying attention to his own wounds. And it's like, it clearly shows like this like lack of like caring for oneself, and it's very like, it ends up like kind of blossoming into like this like weird beautiful narrative. Well, not weird, but beautiful narrative of like Yi Sang, I guess, finding purpose and like, not purpose, how do I say this? It's more like he finds I guess, a will to keep it going, I suppose. I think that's the best way I could probably describe it, because it's like, I say a new purpose. Even Yi Sang's like, I don't know what my purpose is, but I'm just going. Or not, maybe, I forget. It might have been, I might be misremembering, because it has been over 12 hours since I finished that Canto. But no, it was like, it was so emotional, and I really loved it. It was so good. It was such a good bit of like character writing. Man, it was, again, absolute cinema. My hands don't like bending. Well, not motivation. It's hard to say. It's not motivation, right? Because like he even says, I think at the end, it's like, I don't really have a motivation yet. But it's like, I guess the way they say is that he found his wings, I guess, slightly. He's just looking for an opportune time to soar, I guess. It's a little hard to describe. The will to keep moving forward. Yeah, that's definitely it is. Like, it is clear that, like, Yi Sang smiles now, which is crazy. I was like, oh my god, I just saw him smile. What? Huh? And then, you know, cut the credits. The song in the absolutely beautiful, man. Like, if I had a lighter and this was a concert, I'd be waving that in the air. Absolutely. Like, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, he kind of like, it's like he checked out, but like, I guess by pure, like, I guess, hard way to, he has become ideal. Yeah. It's just really, really, really emotionally, like, beautiful to see that happen. Also, I noticed a little detail at the ending, what is it? A little detail at the ending bit, for the art that they show in the credits. It looks like Dante is like, it's just one giant group therapy session with some anti-climatic sacrifices mixed in. I mean, okay, to be fair to Samjo, Samjo, like, I was like, okay, Samjo, like, again, it's like, Samjo, this is a really bad idea. I know you have faith on this man. This is a really bad idea. I really don't think you should jump into the chemical vat. It's like, nah, it's medicine. Okay, man, do a flip. just Samjo, why'd you dive into the chemical vat to prove a point? Do an epic back kickflip. There's also, I forgot her name. Bro reverted into one very small white swing. My man went back. My man de-aged to like nothing, and it's like, damn. Proved nothing. Didn't matter in the end because we ended up killing Don Wrong, and it's like, that's really funny. It's like, oh my god, dude. There's a GIF that my good friend here in the chat, SDB, posted in my Limbus Company spoiler channel, which was an image of Don Wrong and Samjo at the beach, and I'm like, man, seeing like Samjo with like the snorkel is so fucked to me, considering how he died is by just an Olympic swimmer diving into a chemical vat. Just like, whoop. I didn't pick up my hand motion. But no, it's so like, it's such a beautiful story, and like it's just, again, absolute cinema. This is like an amazingly beautiful tale for Yiseng, and it makes me very excited to get to Canto 5 and the others, because I believe, was Canto 5 Ishmael's or was it Heathcliff's? I forget. I know that Ishmael and Heathcliff have Cantos. No, Canto 5 now? Ish. No Canto 5 now? No, I'm in the interval, am I not? But yeah, it was just like, oh yeah. But like, I'm really interested to get the like Heathcliffs and Ishmaels, because well, Ishmael I'm interested in because how do I say this? I really like Ishmael and Heathcliff, even though they're the crab one. I'm at the what is it? The like side stuff that has like it says C. The next one says C. So I am interested in seeing where those go, because one, I've been kind of given a slight, not a rundown, but I have been told that Heathcliff's is based off of romance, or at least that's kind of like the, not based off of romance, but it's like a romance, it's a romance type thing, or at least the story theming is a little bit, and I think that might be because of like the story that Heathcliff's based off of, and I'm very interested in seeing how that's gonna play, because Heathcliff is like, he's yeah, I keep hearing that all it does is it keeps getting better, and I'm like, man, I'm like actually excited to see, and I'm gonna be curious if I ever finish Heathcliff's section, if I'm gonna be like, nah, Heathcliff is like the best character in cinema, like anything, nah, he's the best. I'm wondering if that's where I'm gonna land on that, because like, I'm so curious. I'm also really curious about Ishmael, but that's because I really like Ishmael. It's really funny because I'm like, man, I can't trust Heathcliff worth my life. And it's like, nah, I can trust him. Because he's too stupid to be a rat. Okay, maybe he's not stupid, but he is a guy where I go, man, Heathcliff, you really love fucking around and finding out. You really are just gonna not listen to a word Faust says and run into that corridor she explicitly told you not to, and then he's hot-headed as shit, yeah, but like, the thing is that Heathcliff's hot-headed, but the one thing I can always trust about him is that he's honest. Well, not honest. Well, I guess maybe honest isn't the right word, but like, he's readable. Like, if he's going to turn on you, he's gonna let you know. He's not gonna be like, nah, you see, I'm playing my hand. He's gonna be like, yeah, man, damage type wild hunt. Heathcliff's, dude, he's insane. I had to use him for a bleed team once, and it's like, okay, I guess you're just rolling with it. I don't know what you're doing in here, Heathcliff. You're like sinking. This is a bleed team. I just had to throw you in randomly, but I guess you're just doing it. Crazy, Heathcliff. Crazy. Dude, Heathcliff is really... man. Ishmael's also great. Actually, I love how, like... Because, like, how do I say this? Ishmael is just as much of a shit starter as almost as Heathcliff, but she doesn't do it, like... She isn't, like, going to actually, like, take a bat to someone's head. She's just gonna be like, hey, Otis, do you ever get tired of licking boots? It's like, she's more verbally willing to start shit. And I really love that about her. Because, like, sometimes it's like, you know, Ishmael, I really appreciate that. Although I'm not appreciating you not being on board for free chicken for life. If I was given that offer, dude, you wouldn't know. She's way too judgmental. She super is. But sometimes, sometimes I can trust that. I don't like being judgmental with people, but sometimes you need that person who's like, how do I say this? she's judgmental in the right group. And in the right scenarios. And maybe not hang out with her on a normal Tuesday though. I don't need her to like call me a slob for like wearing some like jeans and like a baggy t-shirt. Listen, sometimes I just feel like wearing a baggy tee and some jeans. But yeah, also, Golden Star to Don Quixote for her best behavior. I'm proud that Don Quixote was not horribly beaten by Virgilius this time. I'm also glad that Virgilius didn't send any death threats. Mersault was also... Mersault, I appreciate Mersault's talking a lot more, but it is making the gag that I had in, like, my Discord channel for posting, like, concurrent stuff in my friend's private server really hard, because it's, like, every time, like, Mersault appears on screen, I type out in all caps, epic Mersault moment, and it's, like, it's starting to go high up, and I'm like, man, Mersault's getting too epic. He's getting too cool for school. That's super not true. He's too cool for school, but he went to school anyway. No one told him not to go to school. I also really liked Hong Lu when during like the acting portion of it. It was really interesting because it's like he was like kind of like piecing like together some stuff about the backstory and kind of really taking it in, which is really interesting to see that part of his character, because like for the most part in the previous Cantos he just kind of came in with like, hi, quirky one-liner, and like even Dante like went like, are you serious? like he was the quirky guy, but I really liked how they kind of made him a little bit more they kept the quirkiness of him, but it's like it's clear that he's a lot more observant. Oh, yeah, there was, wasn't it? Shit. Why did my head break? Sorry, I looked at my VTuber. I went to go take a drink of coffee and my neck just snapped. Did the capture software think my like coffee mug was my head? Oh, my arm. Oh my god. But, no, absolutely great. I also really liked, Ryoshu in Canto 4 as well. I just really appreciated, what is it, like, I guess to kind of keep it broad, a lot of the sinners got, like, time to actually, like, kind of have their expertise kind of show through a little bit in this Canto, and I think it's really cool. I think the only ones that kind of get a little less is like Rodian, because she for the most part is like mostly silent in this one, but she, you know, she still does her thing, you know. Queen will do her thing, and we do not question. Oh man, just absolutely amazing. Loved it. Fantastic Canto. Can't wait to do more. Oh no, 100%. Don't get me wrong. We call Rodian Queen because, you know, she deserves the title, but like, yo, Faust's my wife. I can't. I'm taken. I am curious, because I'm just really excited to get to more Limbus Company. It is unfortunate that I do have to take a bit of a hit of doing some content creation stuff on the side, and not being really able to really dive into this Limbus' story as much as I would have wanted to. But no, absolutely loved this Canto. I'm excited to play more of the story. Quickly developing into one of like my favorite story in group of people, because I love how like every sinner's got like something kind of messed up about them, and I really love that. And how, like, how do I say this? They have something messed up about them, but they don't feel... Because I feel like sometimes in fiction, I have this problem, where they'll have a character who's, like, they'll do something messed up, but, like, they don't tend to try to give them a bit of, like, a moral code, and sometimes some characters don't. But I really like how, like, you know, Sinclair... Like, or not Sinclair, like, Heathcliff is very, like, hot-headed and, like, is willing to just throw down. He's not the type to kind of hide behind that. He's willing to throw down. It's like, it's great. I absolutely love it. Yeah, there's, like, they make him they give him depth, and I really appreciate that. Because, like... It's really easy to just make the douchebag. But they don't. They make them, like, complicated characters. I'm curious to find out more about Ryoshu, but I guess that might be in some later point down the line. I know the next Canto that they're probably working on is about Honglu, I believe. Can't be too sympathetic in the city. Yeah, I suppose I can see that, yeah. Yeah, his, like... Sinclair's, like, the most, like, morally, like, good person in, like... Well, not morally good, but I would say, like, the most, like, traditionally, like, good person in the group. The difference is that, like, it's like a tax on him, for sure. Like you said. It's like, it feels like a tax on him. And in a lot of his ID stories, that's what it feels like. It's like it gets taxed. Like, and the Sinclair who will grip is like, I think like the epitome of like, it just breaks. And he's kind of just like broken. So like, I really love that. And I really love how like the IDs do show light into the characters' like personality and like their depths. It's really nice. I really like it. God. Yeah, God, I love Limbus Company, guys. But yeah, that's like, oh boy. Whew. I just talked about an hour about Limbus Company there. Whew. Alright. And I feel like I've gotten everything I wanted to say out. It was a very, very good story. Loved it. Can't wait to do more. And I think that might be all I have for Limbus Company right now. I particularly do usually sometimes stream this stuff, but I think today I might just have it like done in an hour, like at this time, because I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do here. For people who are following me for like Limbus Company stuff, do not worry. I'll still do Limbus Company updates. Those will come out as soon as I get to a point where I have like enough to share. As for gacha games, I'm kind of in a weird place with other gacha games currently, because they might be it's hard because it's like they're hard to stream sometimes for me, because it's like I don't have much to add, and I already feel like that I treat the Pokemon streams as a little bit too much of the, you know, relaxed bit. So I might be streaming tomorrow, not 100% sure, or I might stream on Thursday. No, I do stream on Thursdays. I don't know what we're doing on Thursday. I might do have the people do Lethal Company with me, or some other thing. I was thinking maybe Lethal Company. But tomorrow I might stream. Actually, yeah, tomorrow I will stream, actually. I think I will. I'll probably stream something. Lethal Company stream? Yeah, on Thursdays, perhaps. I'll keep. If you want to keep updated, you can follow my socials. I try to keep everything, everyone updated on my socials. I believe they're linked in my bio stuff. If you want to keep up with that, so it might be a Lethal Company stream on Thursday. I might also. I don't know what I'm going to do on Wednesday, but I do want to stream on tomorrow, Wednesday. What it is, I'm not 100% sure. It's very funny because it's like earlier today, or like I guess. Last night, I was thinking about it because I watched a video and I was like, you know, maybe like an Animal Crossing playthrough would be fun, but I think I want to save those for getting to that when I finish Pokemon Fire Red, because I think that would be cool. You just gotta say fuck it and wing it and what feels best. I've been doing that a lot. But yeah, I guess it's like I like to keep a nice little time to tell people it's like, okay, well, this is when I'm gonna stream, you know? I think I like doing that because one, it sets a timer on me, so then I'm like, Joshua, you can't just sit here and edit the video or stare at the video because you're having a creative block. You're going to have to edit a video, you're gonna have to start the stream soon. But I think I'll try to figure something out tomorrow. But tomorrow there will be a stream. So I'll probably figure out something by then, and we'll see what'll happen. But I think other than that, that's all I have for today. Thank you, new viewers and chatters and followers. I appreciate every one of you. I hope I soon have a more, less jank setup here, because it does look a little janky. So I do want to fix it a bit. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I had fun talking about Limbus Company. These will keep happening. I don't know in what frequency, but they will keep happening. And of course, I will maybe sometime stream an occasional mirror dungeon run. I will always keep track of certain funny things I say, because I have a Discord. I have a Discord channel and a private server that I'm in for that. But yeah, I hope you all liked the stream. Have a wonderful day. Remember, love yourself. You're valid and loved. And, when you guys leave the library today, just make sure you lock up. Alright, I'm gonna leave the library now. Also, don't eat the candy in the drawer, because those are mine. I really like Starbursts. What is this about an after hours party? Yeah, run off.